Hello and welcome to the Unscripted podcast with Kieran and Louie. Today we're joined by another guest. This time it's CJ, a friend of ours who I've worked with a good few times now. That's a lie. I haven't. We've worked on like
You doing it
thing.
again?
Nah, we're professional here. We just go with it.
One could be counted as a few, possibly, maybe,
Yeah,
definitely
Do
not.
you know, I could have worked with you 10 times. It's been so good. It's just all bored into one.
You worked with me for what, like, best part of 2 hours? That's what we love to see.
Was that 2 years ago?
20,
2019, was it? For context, we shot a noir trailer together. So it meant us having to do like a chase scene through Glasgow Green.
Yeah, in dress shoes.
Yeah.
Which is always fun.
Do you know what though? In hindsight, it's been very helpful for doing future shoots, like climbing hills in dress shoes.
Oh right, yes, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
That was your baptism by fire.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with our new shoes though. That was
bad. That was painful. Those were old black shoes that just there wasn't much left on the sole, and it was
Is that a metaphorical point there as well?
Maybe, yeah. That was all part of the film. That was exactly what you were meant to think. And Kieran is actually the next visionary.
Yep.
You heard it here first.
See, Roy doesn't need to worry about these problems because hipster life.
Well, I've got 2 suits, you know. They're there. Yeah. You know they're there. So, his issue isn't wearing through his Vans too quickly. Yeah.
Oh no,
I only have one pair of Vans, to be fair.
It's Pumas for you.
Puma, yeah. Yeah, but it depends on the situation. You know, it changes from Puma to Nike if it's dressy. Watch out. But yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
that's the tough sort of decisions you need to make when you're pulling your outfits together.
I mean, not at the moment. It's lockdown life, so it's just kind of stumble out of bed. Which pair of slippers? Yeah. Yeah.
I see. No, I can't wear slippers. I hate them with a passion.
Yeah,
you just get too warm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Socks and sliders.
Oh
no! I would. Do you know? I think I would go everywhere barefoot if I didn't have pain receptors in my feet. Like I would happily walk down the street in bare feet if I couldn't feel it. It's the most comfortable option. you look like the Messiah walking through Glasgow, just blessing everybody. To be fair, I've seen stranger stuff in Buchanan Street than that. Yeah. So, yeah.
They're all out in Buchanan Street. Actually, like prior to Christmas, I got stopped by like a street photographer just on Buchanan Street.
Just randomly.
Just like I literally appeared out of nowhere. Didn't see him whatsoever. I just saw this guy like appear out of nowhere, jump in front of me, and was like, "Can I take a photo of you?" Sure.
And then he disappeared in a green cloud of smoke, and Kieran woke.
But I'd love to see cause I never got his details, so I'd actually like to see like whatever happened to those.
Rookie error.
Yeah.
Did he not give you a card or anything?
No.
That sounds a bit.
That sounds
dodgy. Yeah, you might be on a few websites. He was a street photographer.
Yeah, maybe I don't want to see them.
Yeah, you don't want to see the ones he got of you that you didn't know. This was the time he got caught.
I mean,
go on, Kieran.
No, go away.
No. You said you were about to say something though.
I was going to bring up the 007 stuff we're working on. We're thinking about pulling together. Which is in no way affiliated with James Bond. We do not mean any copyrighted. We're going to get brought to town by the 007 team.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it Albert Productions or something.
Something like that.
Barber, Broccoli, and Co.
Why don't you run us through what your plan is?
Well,
with
see,
this?
well, I've got two
Go on.
here. I mean, I guess Lloyd, you can be involved in the bigger one
Music.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the first one we've got like a sort of 007 Casino Royale-esque photo shoot planned with a little like short film in there. That'll happen post-lockdown, which will be quite fun.
well. I feel like someone said to me the other day, and it's ringing true. See, saying, "Oh, once Corona's gone," it's like what once what was it? What was it?
Driving license. Once I get my
No.
driving license as well. I've
Yeah,
seen
no,
that.
but that's a good one. I think it was something like, "Oh, when I have enough money" or something like that. I was like, it's like, "Oh yeah, once Corona's gone," it's like, "Oh, once I've saved enough," or like, it's these it's becoming one of those sayings of like, "Oh yeah, once you pay me back, we can like." It's mental, but yes, once Corona's gone.
That's like me at the moment, like just with film equipment. Like once you get your first proper bit, you get hooked. Like I'm not a camera guy, I'm not really interested in being a camera guy, but now I'm just
Yeah.
constantly researching
You see-
expensive
you see-
cameras.
You see a new lens, or "Oh yeah, but that's a motorised jib, and I only have a normal jib, so I quite like that one as well." And yeah.
The list gets bigger and I've not got nearly enough money to keep up with it.
Yeah, I know that feeling. This week alone, I've spent a ridiculous amount of money, but you're investing in yourself, so
Exactly.
it's it can be
Quality
seen as
products
yeah.
that last, like the original AirPod earbuds.
I can't believe that these are still working. Just for the younger viewers, this is what headphones or earphones used to look like. Because there is probably someone watching this who's never seen an earphone like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're actually. I thought they were going to be quite uncomfortable. They're not that bad. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised, and they still work. They're hardly white anymore, but they still work. So well done, Steve Jobs.
See, last year, one of our lecturers who took the sound class gave just like a really long lecture about how they're bad for your ears and how
Yeah, they
everyone is just like destroying their eardrums.
Yeah.
So now I just
Well, I'm going deaf anyway, so
Same.
you're committed at this point.
yeah, exactly. Like
The
double
sooner the
down,
better.
turn the bass up, double down. Yeah, I'm like, oh, what? I have hearing problems. Oh, drum and bass only. That's all I'm listening to from now on. Let's just get to
The good
let's
stuff.
Get to the depth of it sooner. You know, like, if it's going, just get it going, hit it, home run.
Just embrace it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like people in like their 30s and 40s who are balding, and so they just shave it all off.
Just get it gone.
It's
gone.
my decision.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you take your hair, no one else. Yeah. Smart options.
Would you ever go bald way?
Me? No. I would look horrible bald. Because I've got quite big eyebrows, so they'd look really kind of
Yeah.
almost Neanderthal.
See,
So-
I think I'd look really aggressive.
Yes.
Like I don't because I've got a lot of side hair, right? But see, when like I used to do like the man bun thing, and with like this like the sides and the back of my head shaved, I look really angry. It's because you can't see because I've actually lit myself, but I've got like quite like inward temples, and so it means that I look like really menacing if I don't have any extra hair. So if I shaved like all my hair, I think I'd probably just look like Lex Luthor, just like really like intense staring at people. I used to be at school, I'd be sitting like that, be like, "You got a problem with me or something?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm actually just thinking. It's just my face when I think. I get these wee lines that just make it look like I
I've got
wish
them.
that you just makes you look like you wish the person was dead, but you're actually just focusing. The bane of my life. People thinking I hate them. I mean,
First
I do.
world
I just don't
problems.
tell them that, you know.
Yeah.
Not joking, but yeah, I've just got one of those
It's
faces.
like a
I don't know.
disguise within disguise.
I think once I've like seriously grown hair and I'm bored of it, I will just go for a proper clean shave, because I've never done it, so it's something. Do it for charity or something, and then it's actually worth something as well.
I'm close to it. I did like a 4 over at the start of lockdown, and I showed no one for like 2 months. It wasn't. I didn't really pull it off, so never again.
I don't know though. I think if you do like a beard and bald, that's quite a good mix.
I can't do that. Just doesn't work. All you can muster is like.
Are you doing the mustache still?
No, that
Well, that tells you what it needs to.
Mustache.
Are you still doing the mustache?
I can't quite see.
It might be there.
It was like you could count the individual hairs, so it wasn't worth it.
Fair.
What about you, Kieran? Would you go bald?
Well, maybe.
Or do like a clean all over?
Well, like once a year, I used to just embrace it and just shave it all off.
Just blitz it, yeah.
Yeah, and like Robbie, if you're watching this, you still owe me 20 quid from that bet. I hold grudges. I mean, I bet him that I was going to shave it all off. He didn't believe me. I did. It's like free money, but he never coughed up. So
to be fair, you've got quite a good like chin and like jaw, so I don't think you would look like. Although you've got very like clear skin, so you would probably look like you'd be a shiny bald person.
That's just the nice bright white light that's giving me that look.
I don't know though, because I've seen you. I have seen you in person. You're quite like, I don't know. You're quite smooth.
I moisturise.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I feel like you'd be like
exfoliate.
Yeah, one of those. You know those bald people where you get like a lint off of their head. like they've been waxing it with like one of those bowling ball things. You know, just yeah. No, it's strange.
You could pull it off with a suit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like then it looks like a kind of power thing of like actually it's to be bald. Like yeah.
There you go, Keen.
Instead of my hair actually just growing by the graying, by the time like 20. Actually, though, my hairline used to be really bad. It used to be like a proper M. It's not so bad now. But.
I don't mind. I've got quite a. See, I have quite a high one, but like that's actually just my family. Like I'm not losing hair. That's just my hairline. I've quite a big forehead though.
That's Mega Mind territory right there.
Yeah, it kind of is though.
I'm not any better.
But then I have
I'm not any better.
I have the issue of like anytime I move my eyebrows, I already have like way too many crease lines for a man of my age. But then hey, I'm expressive, so it's okay. But yeah, put it this way: I suit a hat.
I used to go about in snapbacks. It was a phase.
Yeah. I think I kind of did that for a while as well.
Didn't you collect them, Keen?
What type of snapbacks though? Are we talking like flat fronts or like curved? Yeah, same. That was like the 2012 YouTube phase though, wasn't it? Like that was
like
the thing.
I've got a proper like Obey red and white one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of mine were like ice hockey because I'm an ice hockey fan, so I had like a few like I used to support like Detroit, so I had a few of them and some Vans ones and stuff. But
I had a couple of like Yankees ones. Didn't watch them. Wasn't interested in the sport, but cool logo. That's what
I like ice hockey and baseball, which are both hat dominating fans. So especially baseball. So it's fair to say, I remember like in like first year, second year of high school, I had like a good solid like 25 odd hats. But that was a style thing back then though, especially like the flat caps. Not flat caps, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. What are you? You look a beanie.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think the word there.
Yeah, I've got a few. I've got a few. I've got a grey one, black one, blue one. But I don't know. It comes out more because facial hair, so you can kind of cover up and you have more facial hair, so it's quite good. Plus it keeps your head warm, and it's bloody freezing at the moment.
Practical. Yeah.
But you know what? That's the good thing about masks. Does it keep your nose warm?
Oh yes, like we back up in Inverness, we'd go on like hill walks and stuff like with our flat, and when you got to the top of the hill and it was cold, put your mask on, sorted. Because I've always said this, right? You know when you're cold, and you can cover your ears, you can put a hat on, right? Your nose is always just there, and it's cold, and masks have solved that. You just go, boom, your nose is warm. That's one of the only benefits I can think of, except stopping spread, is that you do get a warm nose. It's quite good. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm a fan.
I feel like I'll always wear masks now when it's cold, because I always used to get runny noses every time it was cold. It just like instantly go boom, and I'm like, oh God's sake! But I put a mask on, and it's just like
my nose is solid. I don't even know if I breathe out of it. I think it's just like this, and like my nasal cavities there, I think are just like concrete. Like I've not had a clear nose in like 4 years, but then also it doesn't run. It's just kind of there. One of my best friends at school had a nose that didn't stop running. I swear down, I never saw that boy not like with a tissue at least in his pocket. His nose ran like Usain Bolt, just like constantly and very fast. It was mental. I don't know, Kieran, what's your nose like? Have you got a runny nose?
My nose isn't runny. No, it's fine. I mean, it's crooked, but you know,
I might
joys of
be able to
playing
look at it.
football.
Yeah, mine's just crooked.
I need to get mine's reset at some point, but I don't fancy that anytime soon.
Yeah, I do as well. I got a boot to my face when I'm playing football. It's a metal stud right there. It was horrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
But how? If you're outfield, how did that happen? It's a very high bit.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember what game it is. If Kevin's watching, he'll probably remember. But like, I just don't remember. Like, I was going up for a header, and this guy came towards me with his. I don't know how it was there, but it just like boom.
What, Bruce Lee? Who was this?
I don't remember, but it was like
flying towards you. Like
maybe I was lower down, but like even then to have it in my face, boom like that, and I went back and I got back up about a minute later. I was like. And see, the thing is, the concussion thing at the time, because I was about 14 at the time, wasn't a big deal as now. So I just carried on playing.
So my best friend got a concussion in South Africa playing rugby because their pitch was like half concrete, half grass. Like it was like it had like hard stone like underneath the grass, and some big South African guy just came in for him and just put him down, and he got back up and continued playing, and then it got to half time and they were sitting and his coach just looked at him and was like and then he went on for the second half, played the whole game, and then by the end of the game he was like, oh yeah, I was like the guy from the Goonies. I was just like, and they were like, yeah, we think he's probably got a concussion. And there's an image of him that is like cursed where he's like and they were like, yeah, that's. But to be fair, that's just rugby in South Africa, from what I hear.
It's just rugby, full stop.
Yeah,
Plenty of broken noses and concussions.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want a broken nose, go into rugby.
Yeah, there's a reason I play baseball. Non-contact. The most contact you get is playing tag. Like that's. Yeah, it's lovely. Non-contact. You just stand around. Catch a ball every now and then.
See, the interesting thing about like when I broke mine is ever since I get these weird dreams. I think I mentioned this to you the other day, Louie.
Yeah,
like I get these dreams where, like the ball, like I'm in goals, right? Because I used to be a goalkeeper. The ball gets blasted at me by the striker. It hits my face, and I wake up.
Yeah.
And it's happened for years. No idea.
Yeah,
why.
I used to get weird dreams when I was a kid, like that, of like wake up. I had a reoccurring one about like a snake. You remember Jurassic Park? You know when the T-Rex is chasing them in the car and they're like,
yeah.
Right, yeah. So it was like exactly like that in terms of like framing and kind of, but it was me running away from a giant snake. Like we're talking a giant, like must be like if it stood up like a king cobra, right? it would be like 60 foot, like massive snake, right? And I used to have this, like, it was like a reoccurring nightmare, but it would be chasing me, it was slithering, right? Eventually I'd like trip, right? And I'd get up and I'd turn around and the snake would like that and I'd go, eh. And then it would like, you know that sight where you see the inside of a snake's mouth and it's got the two fangs, and, right? And it would go like that and it would bite me. And then I would wake up. And I had that for like, I think like 2 years, like pretty much every night. I'd like wake up like screaming. And then one day I held a snake. And then that night I had the same dream, but I turned around and the snake like came to bite me and then just stopped. And I was like, okay. And then I woke up and I've never had the dream since. But yeah, that's my weird, yeah, cut to tonight.
It's interesting how you have different dreams for like a prolonged time because of something that's happening in your life. I think it's quite interesting.
Yeah,
because I used to have the one where you just fall continuously into the ground and you wake up.
Yeah,
do you ever have that?
That's actually your body falling into such a deep sleep that it thinks it's dying. It's that's actually what it is.
No.
That when you have that dream of you're falling and then you wake up and you're like heavy shook, your body genuinely has fallen into such a deep sleep that it thinks it is dead.
I am a deep sleeper, so it makes sense.
And then it goes, you're not dead, wake up. And you, but that's actually what that is. That's one of the only dreams that we actually know what is going on, because when they monitored the body doing that and experiencing that dream, they were like, yeah, it's showing signs of like giving up, like as if it's like, oh, I'm packing in.
Yeah, I had that for a long time. It was during secondary school, for like at least 2 years.
It's a really common dream. Like everybody's had the kind of falling dream.
Have you not, Kieran?
No.
Well,
but then sleep is for the week, so
that's that's true.
I don't know.
Insomnia. This program's brought to you by Insomnia. Do you like staying awake for more than 24 hours? I'm your man, Insomnia. Yeah.
Hashtag ad. Hashtag sponsored.
Hashtag sponsored.
But like, I'm one of those people now that only needs like 6 hours to function.
Oh no! Genuinely, I'm like a gran, especially at the moment. I go to bed at usually about. Okay, I go to sleep at like 10:30, wake up at 8. That's my routine at the moment. It used to be for college. I used to have to wake up at was it 5:30, 6:30? One of the two. And so I would go to bed at like 10 and then wake up at 6:30. I think it was 6:30. Yeah, that was my routine. But then you would stay up later because it's your first years of college. So I'd be up till like 2, and then waking up at 6:30 to then go in and do panto 3 shows a day.
Jazz hands.
Ooh. Yeah, which was that's a brutal one when you've got to get up at 6:30 to do 3 shows of panto to then go to bed at like 12.
It's hardcore.
Would not.
It's built differently.
No, about that. You just have a lot of Gregs and
Red Bull.
Yeah. Well, Monster was my chosen. We're not sponsored. Hashtag if they want to sponsor the show.
Yes, not sponsored yet.
Yeah. I'm currently drinking G Fuel, another not sponsored. But if they want to sponsor, wow, I'm really getting you the brand deals this episode.
I know. We're going to be flooding it.
What is G Fuel like? Because I went through that like Call of Duty esports pro gamer phase, but I never actually got G Fuel.
This is the Phase G Fuel mixer.
Nice.
Not sponsored Phase if you want to sponsor.
I used to have a Phase scuff controller. A red and white one. For like 360 for my trick shotting days.
Oh, thank you, Zoom.
Thank you, Zoom.
Not sponsored, but Zoom, thank you for that. I quite G Fuel. So I did the pro gamer thing as well. I used to me and my friend used to run Fortnite tournaments. Ooh, Fortnite.
Really calling that a pro gamer phase.
No, well, actually, technically, yes, it was. It was at professional level, and we used to do tournaments with a company called Belong, who are owned by Game, and they have like gaming arenas up and down the UK, and so there was one in Glasgow, in Union Street, which is just outside Glasgow Central.
Yeah.
On the same street as the Four Corners. For anyone from Glasgow, you'll know what kind of. And they have a gaming arena where you can go and you pay like whatever it is, £5 an hour, and you can play games. So we used to run tournaments through them and prizes and whatnot. But yes, and G Fuel, I came upon because of YouTube and people. I think it was the first one was Roman Atwood, the vlogging YouTuber.
Yeah. I remember when he had that. He had his own flavour or something.
Yes, I just finished it actually, because you get it in tubs and stuff. And that's his shaker cup, but it broke because I used to take it to Panto to loop this conversation round. I used to take it to Panto, and when you're running onto stage, you just kind of yeet things. And so, as durable as the shakers are, 3 shows a day. Fair to say that the thing got good wear. But so I've currently got the lemonade flavour in it. It's just powder and you add water. It's a bit like, for those of your gym buddies,
you work out.
You're watching, it's like pre-workout or creatine or these type of things that you put into water. It's exactly the same, except this is a flavour. Some of them are caffeine free, some of them are sugar free. They're all right. They work. I can attest to that because they do work. And a lot of kind of drinks, caffeine drinks and stuff, don't work on me as much.
Coffee?
No. It doesn't.
It doesn't with me.
Doesn't really do it for me. Unless actually it depends what it is. Because sometimes, like, I'll go to Starbucks, not sponsored, but if they want to sponsor, okay, I'm done with that bit. That's done. I've run.
There's so many.
So many sponsors to list in the credits, in the description.
Good luck. When I go to Starbucks, if I get like a frappuccino or something, and they do like the straight like coffee shot in it, sometimes I can get it from that, but like just a regular coffee, I don't know, it just hit me right for some reason.
But drink it for the taste. It doesn't even taste particularly great.
No, I think coffee is kind of an acquired thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tea, I'm a tea fan.
Yeah,
I like
same.
tea.
So recently I've discovered like the whole like Earl Grey like lemon thing. It's like no milk. You heard of it this way? So it's like Earl Grey that people swear by.
Yeah.
No milk, and then you put in lemon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's my go-to now.
They do it with like the minty peppermint teas, and they add in like the fresh mint as well.
Yeah.
Just have it with no milk. Clears up the sinuses and things like that, and boosts your immunity.
Yeah, mint's the key one for sinuses and stuff. But it's nice flavoured tea. Not a flavoured tea in a while. Actually, I might have one after this. Put me in the mood.
I don't know if I like milk tea or kind of no milk tea. I'm torn.
I think it's a different drink. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is. That's what I was gonna say.
It's like I would call like tea with milk in it a cuppa, as opposed to tea, because like it's a completely different experience. Because with like tea, you're getting like a kind of herbal drink, but then as soon as you add milk, it just becomes I see tea with milk as like a throwaway kind of drink. It's like taking like a glass of water. It's just like, oh, that was nice, right? On with my life. Whereas like a herbal tea is like an actual event for me.
An experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're like, yes, I'm getting the Tibetan, the Tibetan tea leaves.
Yeah.
We should put a poll in the description. Have your say.
You should.
Yeah.
Because people
I'm
get
curious.
properly into it and get properly protective over what they like and don't like.
Well, people
I
have their
suppose
own-
you could say both have different qualities. Talk about a prolonged reaction. Kieran got it and just sadness, and then Louie was like,
It clocked. I was like, oh yeah, it's been a long day.
He's sitting going, yeah, they do have different qualities. Yeah, he's right. He's like, oh, quality, yeah.
I was thinking of the different qualities. I was like, yeah.
What's your favourite biscuit to go with tea? This is an even bigger question than the tea itself. If you're having a cuppa, you've got milk in your tea, right?
This has been a
digestive, rich tea, custard cream, bourbon. What are we talking here?
This has been a family debate in my family for about a solid 5 years. And I'm not even kidding you.
Yes, in my family, we stand by McVitie's.
No, I'm not even joking you. Every year, it's just like, it happens at Christmas. And it's just like...
But that's what Christmas is about, is families arguing over things that should... There is no argument to be had. You've just run out of conversation. And so what you're going to do is you're going to argue over whether or not there should be cinnamon in a cake, and is a Jaffa cake a biscuit or not?
I was going to mention that.
Yeah, right. So tea biscuits. What are we talking? Louie, what? Solid choice.
Because they're still that you can go for a second dip.
But are we talking chocolate on that?
Yeah,
dark chocolate hobnob, milk chocolate hobnob?
I'm not too fussed on the chocolate preference, but I can go between both. I like both.
But do you put a chocolate hobnob in a cup of tea? Because then you're getting chocolate in your tea.
No.
Whereas a normal hobnob, you're getting the tea infused.
I do normally go just hobnob because I just.
But what if the little? I'm really stern this.
The oats get to the bottom, yeah.
And then you get to the bottom of your cup of tea, and you're about to get the wee bit of sugar that's left in the bottom of and then you go. Was that sawdust? No, it was your broken hobnob. Right, Kieran, what are we talking? Where we at?
I'm just a classic digestive.
Oh no! See, too soggy.
Boring, classic.
Too soggy. You go in for that double dip. In the bottom it goes. Two words.
Say what I was going to say there.
It's got tea in the name. Rich tea. They hold up their integrity. They've got a nice kind of almost milky taste to them anyway. You can go in for your double dip. They're still there. They don't crumb off like a hobnob. They don't have chocolate to ruin the flavour. They hold the flavour of the tea. They have tea in the name. Rich tea biscuit, ultimate biscuit. Enough said. In terms of tea biscuit, that is it for me. You can get them in fingers if you go to different places, so it's better for dunking. That would be my preference, so that you can fit it in the cup. You don't have to choose your teacup because you're dunking. I hate that. You ever go to dunk, and it just you're like, then you've got to break it in half, and then the crumbs get in. Nightmare.
Sheer panic when the biscuit breaks off mid dunk. You're getting a spoon. You're like, "Where's the spoon?"
I could chunk
just give up.
Make a new one. Make a new one. Third world problems, but me. I tell my butler to make a fresh one, and just
Have you ever had this chocolate digestives, right? Like chocolate facing inwards, in between is vanilla ice cream or any ice cream you're choosing.
Well, I've done it with a marshmallow, which is what Americans would call like a graham cracker, like s'mores. But you get two digestives.
Yeah, two digestives.
When the hot marshmallow goes in the middle, it melts some of the chocolate, and so you basically get like a pre-made like s'more. But yes, I've done it with ice cream as well. But I find that too difficult because then you can't like bite through the ice cream the same as you bite through digest. Yeah, exactly.
See, so I chew ice cream. I'm one of those people. Chews ice cream.
How do I
bites ice cream.
I'm leaving. You chew it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What do you do? Just
What,
let it melt?
Lick it.
No, you just,
Like,
you
kind
just
of-
kind of.
Yeah. Oh.
What's your preferred ice cream flavour then?
Oh god. I don't want to answer first.
No, but it doesn't. No, it doesn't need to be like what's the best. I'm just saying what's your go-to
I do
Oh,
like
okay.
a
or
Bueno.
your top three maybe.
I mean, if we're
Okay.
going like posh, then I do like Kinder or Bueno.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a solid shout. That would be in my honourable mentions. That and Ferrero Rocher would be in my honourable
Yes.
mentions. I love, and it might just be the inner Highlander of me, Iron Brew ice cream.
Yes.
Scottish tablet ice cream as well. Very patriotic of me, but that's up there. But since as long as I can remember, go-to has always been mint choc chip. I don't know why. It just has.
I can't do
I
chocolate
just one
ice cream.
day. No, choc too much.
Oh wait, mint. Oh yeah, mint. fine.
Mint choc chip, like mint with the wee chocolate chips in it, lovely. But just pure chocolate, I need to be in the mood for it.
Mm.
Like if I'm in the mood for diabetes, I will go down the road of straight chocolate. Strawberry would be a high up one for me.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of like an ice cream milkshake. See like a strawberry, like a proper strawberry milkshake. Oof.
Yeah.
Hits different. It really
Big
does.
Licks, if you're watching this, sponsor us, please.
Sponsor the show.
You could be added to the list.
Desserts, anywhere that, yeah. Do you know what? At this point, if you own a company and you want to sponsor, we don't care if it can be from ice cream to Viagra, whatever. Just yeah.
Whatever.
As long as it does what it says in the tin.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not going to be like Lawn and Co. And you're like, oh, do you sell lawnmowers? And they're like, no, we're a music production company. You're like, what? Like,
What's that, Kieran? What it says on the tin.
Well, you know, we only want to work with honest companies. I don't care if it chops your foot off, as long as you mention that.
We're not going to get the blame for the faulty products, are we? We're just making money.
So
I was going to add sorbets to the argument.
oh, well, that's a different ballgame, but I
know.
like
I was going to add it in because I wanted to say raspberry and mango, but I was a bit.
when the sorbet's still in, it's like mango or orange when it's still in
Yeah.
its original. Like,
This
so
swell-
wait for like an orange, it'll still be in the skin.
Yeah.
I've never had that. Some bougie. I rate that
nice.
actually. Do you know? I still remember, which is so weird. The first time I had sorbet,
Yeah, so do I.
it was which is weird because it's not a thing that you really think of as sacred until you think about it, and you're like, sorbet is good. Like it was my big cousin's wedding, and they own a restaurant, and it was their restaurant that was catering their wedding. And so, like, I went, must have been like 7, right? And my mum had obviously, like, because you pre-arrange your food at weddings and stuff, right? So I didn't know what I was having. My mum was like, oh, you're having steak pie and this, whatever. And so between courses, there was sorbet, right? And I was like, Mum, why are we eating ice cream? I've not had my steak pie yet. She's like, oh, it's to cleanse your palate. And she was explaining what sorbet does. And there was, like you said, raspberry and mango, and both of them. Religious experience. Incredible.
It's just the way it hits your tongue. It's just like so refreshing. It's just like bursts of flavour. It's just like you can't cope.
It's
you can't cope.
It's like having a fruit pastel up the top of a mountain. You just get that fruity, sugary flavour at the time where you just need that little bit of morale and just gorgeous. Sorbet. Any sorbet companies.
Yeah, please. We're gonna have like so many in the description now. It's gonna be insane.
Worth it if you get sponsored. That's all I'm saying.
Just wait until we start shooting on the new cameras. We're gonna clickbait the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Shot on Blackmagic Pocket 6K. That's gonna be on the title of everything.
Yeah. No. I just bought the new GoPro, and I'm already flaunting that. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, did somebody say 5.2K? I think it's like 5.7K. I'm like, that's random, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
And
5.7.
they finally did a front-facing screen. It's only taken them 9 generations, but they finally did what we asked. Yeah,
So that's the problem about like this Blackmagic, and I guess just cinema cameras, is it's so expensive just for the body, and then you're spending so much more just to get it functional and operational.
Yeah, I mean that's to be honest. Like, see the cinema cameras. That's just what happens. Like that's just how it is.
I mean, I get it. It's totally customizable to how you like it.
Like imagine if you were going to invest in a red camera, right? So your initial body alone is going to set you back a new family car, like, and then you want to buy the good lenses because you're already using, like, you don't want to be using an incredible body and then really low quality lenses. So then you have to keep it up, and so you're playing catch up with yourself.
That's the debate you have. It's like, could I spend $6,000 on getting a new camera, but then I don't have a car to get to actually use it?
Yeah. That's the struggles. I mean, the first camera that I bought is a bridge camera. It's a Lumix DMC FZ 1000. That's its title. Shoots 4K. It's a beast. Great camera. But it meant that like now, like from then on, every bit of kit that I've bought, like I wouldn't settle for 1080p, like, because I'd just be like, well, no, because that one can do 4K. Why can the other one not? And so it meant like when I was buying a GoPro, I was going to buy one of the older models, and then I was like, yeah, but your bridge camera already shoots, and I'm not even going to shoot anything in 4K. I'm not. Like, I know I'm not. But I can't then know the other thing.
It's knowing that you can, if you wanted to.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
See, for me,
because you're like, but what if someone requests and you're like, nobody's going to, but yeah. But do you know what though? Eventually, it will get to that. Because think about it. Like you talk about, like I talked about Roman Atwood earlier. He used to shoot vlogs in 240p, for like 480p, right? And then HD came out, and everyone was like, what? Like, it's going to be that in the future. It is. It like, imagine the days when you can stream in like 6K. Like, it's coming.
No, I know. Our kids will grow up with it.
Oh, that bothers me. Like,
yeah, same.
And I was talking to someone the other day about this. We are going to be the last generation to remember phones that weren't touchscreen.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I had a wee Sony Ericsson, like a wee brick. I had the Nokia. You know, the image of the Nokia that you see, where it's like, it's bulletproof, it's a brick, whatever. I had that phone and analog buttons. And I was like our kids will be going about on their like literal hoverboards with like Elon Musk sponsored backpacks, and you know, and they'll be like, what's a button?
Like the good old days when
is that an app? You're like,
do you remember when screenshotting was like you had to download that Screen Muncher app?
Yeah.
And the old Blackberries.
Oh yeah. BBM.
BBM, yes.
I had my pen.
What was your like BBM username?
Oh, I remember. It was,
or like
do
you remember like your first emails and stuff as well?
My first emails were
always had the same email.
What was your first email?
My first email was something like Manchester United, something.
Oh, good man. Come on.
But it's not that anymore, obviously, because
aye.
No, it isn't. I got rid of it, but you know.
My first one was CJ Dude 27, because my birthday is the 27th. My name is CJ, and then Dude I had just been to America, and that was like my new favorite word because I just heard loads of Americans being like, "Oh yeah, dude, this movie is so cool," and I was like, "Oh, That's awesome. Yeah, that was my first. That was my first email. I think I still have it. To be fair, like I'd still have access to it.
Like looking back on your old gamer tags through the years.
My gamer tag's always been the same since PS1. It was Mega Monkey 333. That's and because I played Donkey Kong on PS1, and I said when I was like watching the loading screen, I went like out loud to myself. I went, "Why is his name Donkey Kong? It should be something like Mega Monkey." And then when I was making my gamer tag, it was like Mega Monkey, and then I was like, "Let's add some numbers because that's cool." And then I was like, "I'll put 3 because I liked the number 3 at the time." And then I went, "No, I'll put 3 times because I'm edgy." And since then, still is my Xbox gamer tag, to be fair. But yeah, I stuck with it. But yeah, I remember like some people would have like really like crazy, like Good Wizard 420 and all that, you know, just like random generated names as well. They're always fun. Oh, the good old generated
just about to say
username.
that. The good old days.
Yeah.
Now people are like "suck your mum 69" and all this, and you're like, how do these like 4-year-olds know this?
Yeah.
That's the internet, to be fair. My kids are going to grow up with none of it.
Rural life.
I am going to listen. Like, I'm going to chuck them outside for 8 hours and say, "Go climb a tree and fight zombies with sticks, and come back to me for your dinner."
Oh,
like,
stickles. Oh man.
Yeah, like climbing up trees and stuff. Those were the highlights of my childhood. And obviously I grew up with technology, but when I actually think of like the highlights of my childhood, I don't think of like playing Xbox with my mates really. Most of it was like going out and chopping down some stingy nettles with a big stick. Like those were the good days. Yeah, my kids, I feel sorry for them, but I'm just gonna take it away from them.
Even stuff like kicking a stone down a
street
for like 2 hours is like gone.
Yes.
You don't see kids wandering about.
But like, yeah, you remember going round for your pal?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that? You would just go unannounced.
Can't do that in COVID times.
Rattling their door, and then their mum comes. "Oh, sorry, Mrs. Nisbet, I'm here for Rory. Is he in?" "No, he's no freeze at football today." "All right, okay. Is he here tomorrow?" And then you just go back up your house, or you'd go in for another mate. You'd be like, "All right, I'll go in for Kai then, right, so."
Chapping.
Now it's just exactly. Now it's just like, "Oh, I'll Snapchat and see if he's free. Come on Xbox." Like, hate kids nowadays. I absolutely hate them, like passionately. I just think they're wee brats.
Don't come across CG in a COD lobby.
Oh, don't even get me started, mate.
Modern Warfare 2.
Oh yes, yes.
They were the golden days.
That was a true test of character.
Soap McTavish, Scottish hero.
Oh, don't.
So it's like my best impression, because I just played so much of that game that I can't unhear his voice just screaming at you. "Yuri, 2 hostile southbound in the AO." Like,
it's like that.
"Yuri, use your sidearm." Like, he would literally just shout at you the whole game. But the thing about like COD characters is they could be saying the most calming things, but they would just sound so intense. "I want a bubble bath with extra sods." Like, they could literally be saying anything. They would sound like it was the end of the world. That's why they get actors like Gary Oldman and stuff to voice them, because they just scream down a microphone for like 8 hours. Great content, but
I'd love to see like the behind the scenes for that.
Recording sessions. I'm pretty sure it's just like wrap your mouth around a microphone and scream until you don't have a voice. But it'd be fun to do. I'd be very, very open to voicing in a Call of Duty game of some sort. When back in the days of making One of my mates has a YouTube channel and stuff, and we'd make like COD videos, and even when like Warfare came out, like the newer kind of games, and I'd just sit and like role play it as like some sort of SAS. It would just be so funny because we'd play like a squads game, and I'd be like, okay, multiple tangos in the AO, move southbound, go go go, and like that type of banter. Like kids don't do that anymore. It's just like little American kids going, get shit on! Oh my god, you're such a noob! I'm cracking 90s! Like, oh yeah, I've got the woo! Oh yeah, I've got that. Like skins as well. Since when could you customise characters for 50 quid? Like in-game purchases. That's where the money is now. Free games and just.
I used to. Do you remember GLS?
Oh.
So I used to have one of their albums, and I would put it on like the old like speaker, and it was that song that was like, you've only got one shot, so make it count.
Yes,
and I'd play that, right? I'd play that, come bursting down the stairs with my Nerf gun and try and nail like this one shot, and just put it on repeat as like an SES roleplay. That was just my go-to.
I rate that. JLS, man.
Put your hands up.
Yeah, I don't.
That's a tune, actually. I better not sing it because I'll be so accurate that we'll get copyrighted. But yeah, no, JLS. Yeah.
And was it The Wanted?
Did they just? Yeah, Wanted. Who else?
McFly.
McFly. Yep. And then they became McBusted or something. Did they not?
Something like that.
Yeah. McFly was like, my gran was big into boy bands for some reason, and that she liked McFly. I don't know why Gran was into boy bands actually. Actually I do know, because we used to always watch like the X Factor and The Voice and stuff. That was me and my Gran's like bonding thing. I used to go over every Friday and stay over like Friday to Saturday and get a fry up in the morning. But no, we would watch like The Voice and before The Voice existed, like X Factor and Britain's Got Talent and all that. She loved like all the boy band acts for some reason. I don't know, maybe it was like an age thing, because I suppose like when she was younger they had like crooners and stuff.
Yeah.
And so she was just used to seeing a collective of good looking young men. But yeah, boy bands. Kind of a thing of the past now, really, aren't they?
It's a shame where they've started from for what they are now.
Bring them back.
Well, yeah, now they're just all that auto-tune.
BTS aren't that bad. I don't mind a bit of BTS now and again.
No, do you know what I don't mind? There was one of them that did this one song that I like.
One Direction.
And it was like, no. I think it was one of the guys from BTS.
Yeah, they're all going solo.
I sang someone called like Dish with Ta or something. I can't speak Korean. But it's like dish it ta, dish it ta, dish it, and it actual like he's rapping in Korean. Like I don't know what he's rapping, but it sounds hard. Like it's like he's doing all these like rhymes and stuff, and it sounds like he's a gangster. But I don't speak Korean, so I don't know. I just kind of sit there, and the beat is good. So yeah, but I actually like vibe to that in my car. So whoever it is, I think it's like Austin something. Again, I don't know anything about them, but yeah, shout out to that guy if you want to sponsor the show.
If you want to come on and do a live performance, then hit us up.
To be fair, with like algorithms, you probably do get some random viewers from somewhere. I don't know. I wonder what the chance of like a celebrity watching like a random YouTube video is. You know what I mean? Like if this gets uploaded, what's the chance of like Jennifer Lopez seeing it? Like one in how many million?
God knows. Could be like 1 in 10 million or something like that. Even more.
More,
yeah, more because of
like. Once we get sponsored by all of these people.
Yeah, I know. CJ's done a brilliant job today.
With all the sponsors, you never know, you may get picked up soon, yeah.
CJ's even had like add them in. He's had G Fuel there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just ad placement, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know. Have we got anything else to add, Kieran?
I was going to say, no. I mean,
no, we've done ads already, mate.
Yeah, we've done the ads. We've done everything.
This whole episode was just me giving out ads.
This is just one whole long ad.
this is actually being played right now at the Super Bowl. Yeah, so hi to everyone watching at the Super Bowl. We hope you enjoyed whatever Marvel there was before this, and whatever Disney thing comes after it. So yeah, I'll leave you to end your show. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, I mean, we just
kind of just go.
Oh, you just, oh wow,
it just,
okay,
it just fizzes out. It just,
Fizzes out. It's just fades out with music.
the tumbleweeds fly through.
People don't stay this long.
Yeah.
They're gone.
They were going after the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, they were gone when it found out it was me. Well, thanks for having it.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. It's been a good long chat.
And what can I plug? I'm trying to think.
Can you plug your hat?
What I can plug is that I have a show coming soon on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, and on SoundCloud, hopefully. It's called The Timely Show. It's a late night talk show. It should be, I don't know when this is getting released, but it should be coming in the next, I'm going to say, couple of months, for the post-Rona sake and lockdowns and things. But look out for that. You can follow us on Instagram at The Timely Show.
Description links.
Yeah,
you can subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe to us first.
Yeah, well, I mean,
do you know though,
YouTube.
just quickly, like,
there's
people who are like really picky about what they subscribe to. I couldn't care less. I'm subscribed to thousands of people. I just sub. I don't care. But there's people who are like really picky about.
I think I'm one of those people, to be fair, but it depends because I have different channels for different things. So I have like my personal content channel, which I'll be putting out vlogs and stuff on soon, and then I have like the show's channel, and the only people I follow in that are other late night shows. So anytime I'm watching late night content, I go on that channel, because it means I can then feed back to my own, like, to that channel. But it also means that YouTube sees that channel as involved with that type of stuff. But in terms of my personal channel, God, I'm subscribed to, I couldn't even count. From like people making mini frog like houses to your podcast, like it's vague. But yes, follow me on Instagram, much appreciated. You can follow my private one if you want to see more of my face or something. I don't know. Which is
the uncensored stuff.
Yeah. Oh no. That's on my OnlyFans. Yeah. So what did I say? What was it? Instagram, The Timely Show. Website, thetimely.show.co.uk/ or thetimely.show.com. YouTube, The Timely Show with CJ Campbell. My Instagram, yes, CJ is the name. My Twitter, CJ is the name.
It will be below.
That's everything. Yeah, it'll be all be below. You need to scroll past the adverts, but it's down there somewhere.
CJ gets top line.
Oh yes. Yeah. So I'd appreciate any traffic towards the show. It should be coming out soon. Soon. So yeah, and we have some very, very interesting guests lined up. So yeah, stick around for that. But
exciting.
Thank you very much for having me on. It's been a good chat.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Right, well, you want to close off, Louie? That's normally your thing.
I was just going to say we'll be back next couple of weeks with a few guests lined up, and peace.